Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a wax loaf cutting video here, and I just tried going live on YouTube and it didn't work. People were saying that it was choppy and that the video was stopping and things, so I think I'm just not going to do that anymore. But anyway, this is a wax loaf by Hayden Rowe, and it is in the scent Campfire, and I'll leave all of the information in the description box below if you guys are interested in ordering. So this is 11 ounces of wax for $14, and her shipping is a flat fee of $5 if you order small or if you order big, which is really nice. And the scent description reads, the warm scent of a hardwood campfire highlighted with a sweet note vanilla and berry, not overly sweet or smoky, and it smells like a summer campfire. And to me, this does smell so good, but there's also something in there that I can't really put my finger on. It's more of kind of a woodsy, sooty type of fragrance, and it smells so good. It really does remind me of like going camping in the northern woods and smelling the campfire and having maybe like a tiny bit of like an apple wood or some type of berry wood. You definitely pick the berry wood up in the fragrance, but anyway, I'm going to be cutting it with you guys today. So what are the tools that I have? I've got my trusted knife here with the smooth edge. I don't know if I'm going to be using that or not, but it's just a basic knife there. And then I also have my Pampered Chef blade, which if you guys have not seen that, let me just move this over. If you guys have not seen that, this is what it looks like here. It is just a basic Pampered Chef blade, and it's got the jagged edge on it. I've shown this before in some of my other videos, and you can actually get this from Pampered Chef, or I know other wax vendors sometimes sell the blades on their website. And then also Christina, which is the wax vendor's name, she includes a bag with each one of her loaves, so then that way you can put the chunks in the bag when you're done. So this is what the loaf looks like here, and I'm just going to undo it. Again, sorry about the crinkling of the bag. I know some people love the sound of the bag crinkling and some people hate it. I don't mind it, but to each its own. Okay, so this is the wax, and oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. So I'm just gonna pop it out of the foil. It pops out super easy and simple, and this is the loaf. I wish you guys could smell this. I wish there was smell-o-vision because it just smells so good. So I'm just gonna kind of pan my camera out a little bit so you guys can see. By the way, this mat is just purchased from the Dollar Tree. I get these from the Dollar Tree because it's only $1, and if it gets dirty or cut up or whatever, it's not a big deal, and I can just throw it away and buy a new one. So I don't really have any rhyme or reason as to how I cut my loaves. I just kind of go in and go for it. So I'm going to use my Pampered Chef blade, and I am going to make a cut directly down the center. And this wax is pretty soft, that we should just be able to do a nice clean cut. And we did a very nice clean cut. So there we've got our two pieces of wax here, and some people actually, which baffles my mind, will put the whole loaf in the microwave just to get it to soften. My microwave is really unpredictable, as most microwaves I feel are. I feel like sometimes it heats the food on one side of the plate and then the other side is like still cold. I would just be scared that like my loaf would start to melt in certain areas. So I highly suggest you do not put your loaf in the microwave. Although if you're comfortable with that, go right ahead and do it. Another thing that you can do is, if you have a harder wax loaf, is you can run your knife or your blade underneath hot water first, then dry it off, and then cut your wax. So that's a possibility. So let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's save this little piece, that little piece right there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my knife, and I'm just going to make some really nice smooth cut slices right here. And as you guys can see, the knife just goes right through it so nice and easily. And I feel like this chunk here would be perfect just to put in your warmer. I feel like it's not too big, it's not too small. Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish you could smell this because it just smells so heavenly. So you can cut these up into all different sizes. I'm just doing it this way because this is how I melt. I do have, or I will be cutting some of these into smaller pieces to use for mixology because I do like to do mixology from time to time. And I feel like this fragrance would be really good with like an apple. What other? I don't know. You could actually put like any fruit with this. So let me just cut some smaller pieces here. Let me show you guys. This I would definitely use with a mixology, and this I would just obviously use on its own. Okay, so let's put these over here, and let's get this big one in, and I will be using the Pampered Chef blade for this one. And let's just cut it in half. It just slides so nice and easily, you guys. It really truly does. Let's cut these into some smaller pieces. By the way, how is everyone's day so far? Mine is going by super fast. My mom came over again this afternoon. She is in the process of selling her condo. So lucky me, I get her and her dog to come over when her realtor shows it, and we get to visit and talk about all sorts of fun, interesting things. Okay, so these are the pieces there. Let's cut this one up. I don't know what I like better, if I like the jagged edge cut or if I like the smooth cut. I guess it's just personal preference. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, I wish you guys could smell this because it smells so good. You could also mix this with a marshmallow fragrance. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? So good. Like a leaf, like fallen leaves, that would be good as well. And I'm just gonna do some tiny, tiny pieces here as like little bit blenders. There we go. Okay, so I've got these little tiny pieces here. And then I have the smoother chunks here. And then I have like a medium size kind of jagged chunk here. So I'm gonna be putting all these in the bag. Now, one thing I'm a little bit concerned about, which not a big deal. I do have like the labels where you can use for marking your own, marking it with pen or whatever, labeling it with a pen. I do have those labels, but I would love to get like a label machine. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know if all this wax is gonna fit in here, you guys. Let's try to get it all in. Yeah, I don't know if one bag is going to be sufficient. Probably not. So I may need to use another bag, which I do have some more bags that I can use. But there we go, you guys. As you can see, my bag is overflowing. I am highly, highly impressed with her wax. I absolutely love it. And I will definitely be ordering more. Like I said, I do have 2 other loaves that I can use and cut them in front of you guys if this is something that you guys like. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye, everyone.